here's what happened yesterday on X, August 21st, 2025. We're talking everything from huge AI announcements to a bug fix we've all been waiting for, and yeah, a massive controversy over a restaurant. It was a busy one. Let's get right into it. First up, let's do a quick flyby of the biggest stories that really had the platform buzzing yesterday. So here's the need to know. Elon Musk dropped a bombshell about Grok 5 and the future of AI. SpaceX locked in a date for the next Starship launch. A bug that has been driving literally everyone crazy for years, it's finally gone. Meanwhile, in the real world, Hurricane Erin was a major story. And, in a totally different part of the timeline, Cracker Barrel somehow became the main character of the day. Okay, let's kick things off with the tech side of X. Yesterday was huge with a wild claim about the race to AGI. And, maybe just as importantly, a quality of life win for every single person using the app. I mean, wow, this quote from Elon Musk really set the tech world on fire. He didn't just announce a new version of his AI, Grok. He actually suggested that Grok 5, which starts training next month, has a decent chance of being true artificial general intelligence. That is a massive statement. It sent shockwaves to the whole community, because, you know, that's the holy grail of the AI race. It's a bold claim, and you can bet everyone is going to be watching. And now for the news that probably made millions of you just breathe a massive sigh of relief. X finally fixed the feed refresh bug. You know exactly the one I'm talking about. You're scrolling deep, you tap away for just a second, you'll come back and poof, you're shot right back to the top of your timeline. Well, not anymore. And look, for you and me, the everyday user, this is a game changer. It just means the app is going to be so much smoother, way less frustrating. You can actually browse without that constant fear of losing your spot. This wasn't just some small tweak. This was one of the #1 things the community has been asking for, so it's a huge improvement for the platform's usability. Now, on the corporate side of things, check out this number, $500 million. That's the size of a tentative settlement X reached in a lawsuit with former Twitter employees over severance pay. This whole thing came together right before a big court hearing was about to happen, bringing a very long and public legal fight that much closer to an end. So, moving on from platform stuff, X was, as always, right at the center of breaking news from all over. Yesterday, we saw everything from extreme weather events to some major legal decisions that really got people talking. Hurricane Erin was a massive story, and X was the place to be for live updates. As that storm slammed the East Coast, our feeds were just flooded with real-time eyewitness videos of insane winds and waves. And right alongside that, you had all the official warnings from government agencies and weather experts. It was just a powerful reminder of how vital this platform can be during a natural disaster. 2 other big legal stories were also driving a ton of conversation. First, an appeals court tossed out the fraud case against former President Trump, which, as you can imagine, blew up instantly with very divided reactions. And then, in a completely different case, the Menendez brothers pleaded for parole, which just reignited this decades-old debate about their trial and the whole justice system. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the cultural pulse of the platform. Yesterday was just packed with viral moments, from a beloved restaurant chain getting absolutely roasted to a music legend finally getting her flowers. Just look at that number. Over 168,000 posts. That's how big the Cracker Barrel controversy got. It all started with some grumbling about menu changes and prices getting higher, but it just snowballed into this massive online event. People were sharing memes, logging complaints, and just getting super nostalgic about the restaurant. You know, this one comment really gets to the heart of it for so many people. It wasn't just about the food, right? It was this feeling that a brand you could always count on, a classic, was kind of losing its way. That feeling totally dominated feeds all across the country, just showing you the power of these conversations. But on a much happier note, it was announced that the one and only Mariah Carey is going to get the MTV Video Vanguard Award. As soon as the news dropped, fans went wild, celebrating and sharing clips and highlights from her unbelievable career. I mean, decades of hits and cultural impact. A true legend getting a truly legendary honor. And for a quick laugh, a video of a 6-year-old guy tearing his ACL while playing football just blew up. It was one of those moments that's both hilarious and painfully relatable. You know, when your ambition writes a check your body can't cash. It got millions of views, a lot of laughs, and probably a little bit of sympathy too. So, after a day that was just jam-packed with news, what should we be keeping our eyes on now? Well, a bunch of yesterday's biggest stories are definitely not over yet. Looking ahead, all eyes are going to be on SpaceX this Sunday for that 10th Starship test flight. The tech world is going to be desperate for any little hint about Grok 5 as its training gets started. Of course, the story of Hurricane Erin's impact is still unfolding, and the hype around the VMAs is only going to get louder and louder. And that was the rundown for Thursday, August 21st. From these massive claims about the future of AI to a restaurant drama that got everyone talking, the timeline showed us again how fast things can move. The only real question is, what's going to drive the conversation tomorrow? Make sure you subscribe to find out. We'll be back with the next report.
The Daily X Report.